Hey guys, okay, we're back to the Bronco build. So last time we had just applied the putty, so it's still drying, but it's dry enough so that I can show you how to put the floor in on this truck. Piece of cardboard. Best thing is to get it the same width as the bottom of your truck. You can go a little bit smaller so that it's not so tight. So I'm just going to trim off probably about a quarter of an inch. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is because I want my floor panel to come up, I'm going to take my piece of cardboard, kink it, okay, so I know where it's going to be. So I just draw a line like that. So I take my okay, and then I'll bend this forward. I'll get another crease, and then this one I'll just take a quick measurement of it. So you're probably looking about 4 1/4. I'll crease this. So see now you're starting to get a floor, and then I'll just bend this over. It's not long enough, but for right now it's good just to give you the idea. So this
basically right now you're just making kind of an imprint of
that's
your
right,
frame.
template. The most important part is this part right here. So I'll just rebend these. So because this is where the battery is going to sit. So either we sit it on top or we might cut a little hole so we can put the battery in. So there's your floorboard. And what I'll do is later on, I have a piece of aluminum, again where I get it from the metal place. It's probably what, 1/16, and I'll transfer this on, and then I'll cut it so that I have something rigid and I'll put my seats on. But for right now, this is good enough. And then of course I'll drill holes, and I'm just going to put this over top to see how this fits. See, it fits pretty good. And then here, what I'll do is, at the same time, I'll draw lines for the wheel wells. So I'll just take this, roughly. All right. So now I have it so that it's not going to hit on both sides. You might have to, depending on how wide your axles are and also your tires. So later on, I'm just going to put little fenders over top. Okay. And we'll put this back on. Make sure everything fits properly. So that's how the interior is going to look on the Bronco. And then now what we're going to do is we're also going to do the dash. I had a couple pieces here. That's why I like using the masonite, because if you need to add on, so this is going to be, before you trace it all out, that's what the dash is going to sit on. I'll just take a bit of, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is draw out the dash. I'm just going to take the interior dimensions. You're probably looking at about 7.5 inches. So what I'll do is I'll go 7.5. I'll just draw a line. So the front of the dash, I was taking a look at the computer. It seems to deke in. something like this. So what I'll do is okay. And it seems to be pretty heavy. So what I'll probably do is I'll double it up. I'll put another piece, but I'll only go let's just say, I'll put a bit of glue. I'll go like this. So I can make it a little bit thicker. This one might be a little hard because I have knew that was going to happen. So underneath, what I'll just do is I'll just sometimes things don't work like you want them to work. There we go. I'll just put a bit of glue here. Doesn't have to be super perfect for right now. This is just done roughly just to show you guys. There we go. Okay, and then want to make sure that it fits. Because don't forget, if this is narrower, you'll have to make the dash the same size as if this goes in, you'll have to make the dash the same size if you want to keep it on your frame. I always like putting it on my frame. You can always mount it and then not have to worry about it. But this is the way I do it. And then underneath, what we're going to do is we'll cut another thing for the dash.
Now the other thing too, guys, we're showing you a little bit with speed, but a future video will show you how to do a complete dash.
Yeah. It seems to have a little bit of an angle to it, according to the pictures I was looking at. There we go. This is a little bit more than I wanted. So I'll probably trim this down just like this. Okay. Later on. But just for speed wise. Just going to clean this up. Round it over. So it gives it a little bit of thicker. And then I'll put this on like this. And then I'll put my, it's kind of awkward doing this. I think she's sitting on, okay. So Trust me. There we go. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just put this in like this. That looks about right. So I'm almost right up to the top of the dash. You can also, what you can do too, is put another layer on and just go, so if you want to raise it up right near, you could put another layer on to raise it up. You can raise it up as much as you can. So I'm just going to take this thing off. And then these supports, this is how I'm going to support the dash. But that one we can show you later on in the next video. Alrighty. Anyway, thanks guys.